All right, today we're diving into a topic that's officially broken out of the Silicon Valley bubble. We're talking about AI literacy and why it's become the new essential skill for, well, pretty much everyone. So let's get right into what this actually means for you.
To get a sense of just how massive this is, just look at this number, $39 billion. That's what the world is projected to spend on generative AI in 2024 alone. We are not talking about some niche little tech trend here. This is a full-blown global economic force.
So with that kind of cash flooding the market, the technology itself is becoming more and more accessible, which raises the real question for our careers, for our future. In this brand new economy, what's the single most important human skill we need to have?
Let's be crystal clear about something. This isn't some, oh, I'll learn that someday kind of skill. No, this is about being ready for the workforce today, right now.
And don't think for a second this is some far-off, distant future thing. Just look at a global tech powerhouse like India. The demand for people with AI skills is absolutely exploding. The talent pool there is on track to hit 1.25 million people by 2027. The shift isn't coming, it's already here.
Okay, so what does having an AI skill even mean? Well, this is where we need to bust a huge myth. It has almost nothing to do with becoming a programmer. The real skill is all about learning a new way to think.
And you don't have to take my word for it. The top institutions are already saying this loud and clear. Harvard's own professional development program says it flat out. IT and coding expertise are not required. That's a massive signal, right? It means AI literacy has officially become a strategic skill, not just a technical one.
So if they're not just teaching code, what are places like Harvard and MIT focusing on? Well, it's all about these principles. It's about strategy, not syntax. It's a human-centric approach, focusing on how this tech can help people. It's about practical, real-world application, and of course, a strong ethical framework. It's a completely different way of looking at the problem. Which brings us to probably the single most practical, hands-on skill you can learn right now. The master key, if you will, to unlocking all this potential. It all comes down to mastering the prompt.
You hear this fancy term, prompt engineering, thrown around all the time. But really, all it is the art of giving good instructions. Remember when we all had to learn how to Google things effectively? This is just the next evolution of that. Knowing how to ask the right question is literally the difference between a useless answer and a game-changing insight.
Let me show you exactly what I mean. A vague prompt like write about AI is going to get you a generic, high school level essay, right? Useless. But now, look at the effective prompt. You give the AI a role, a format, a specific audience, and a clear goal. And suddenly, boom, you get a tailored, high-value response. It's not about writing more, it's about providing clear structure and context.
And this isn't some secret magic. It's a really simple, repeatable loop. You define your goal, you draft a prompt, you see what the AI gives you, and then you tweak it and try again. You refine and iterate. You're basically having a conversation with the AI, and you get better at it with practice, just like any other skill.
Okay, so once you know how to talk to an AI, the next big question is, which AI should you be talking to? Let's get into the tools and, more importantly, the traps you absolutely need to avoid. Right now, two of the heavy hitters are ChatGPT and Claude. And trust me, they are not the same thing. Think of ChatGPT as your brilliant all-rounder. It's fantastic for everyday stuff, creating content, summarizing your notes. But if you're doing technical work, coding, or analyzing a massive document, we're talking up to 150 pages, Claude has a definite edge. Knowing the right tool for the job is half the battle.
But with any of these tools, you have to be aware of the single biggest risk. It's called an AI hallucination. This is when the AI just makes stuff up. It'll state something that is completely false, but with all the confidence in the world. See, it's not lying like a human would, it's just predicting the next most plausible word. And that's exactly why you can never, ever blindly trust its output.
And this can happen on the biggest stages. There was that famous case where Google's own AI, Bard, got a simple fact wrong about the James Webb Space Telescope in its very first public demo. I mean, if it can happen to Google, you better believe it can happen to you. It's a huge reminder to stay vigilant.
So how do you protect yourself? The strategy is simple. You have to stay in the driver's seat. That means always verifying critical information. Never feed it sensitive personal or company data. But the most important mindset shift is this. Treat AI as a co-pilot, not an autopilot. It can suggest a course, but you are the one flying the plane. The final call is always human. Okay, so let's pull all of this together. what does this new era of AI really mean for our work and for our role in it?
You know, this quote from Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella just hits the nail on the head. The goal here isn't to replace humans with automation. It's to enhance our own intelligence, our creativity, and our productivity through augmentation. It's about making us better, faster, and smarter at what we already do.
Ultimately, AI is becoming a new kind of thought partner, a tool that we collaborate with. And just like any partnership, the quality of the outcome depends entirely on the quality of the conversation. So the question isn't whether you'll use AI. That ship has sailed. The real question is, how will you choose to lead that conversation?